Comic-Con. I loved experiencing it for the first time. The guests, the shopping, and of course, the cosplays. All of it. I've been going to cons for quite a while now, but it wasn't until recently I discovered how much work actually goes into being a vendor. Back in 2024, I interviewed Athena the Fairy for Channel 3 News, back when I was covering events like this, and she gave me a little insight as to what it is to set up and take down. The level of dedication that is seen from these artists is something to take into account when you're walking through both the vendor hall and artist alley. And that's exactly what Athena the Fairy does year after year. So we got together and we thought, what better way to show you what it actually means to be a vendor, to go to Artist Alley at a con, than to just grab a camera and follow her throughout the entire year, from January all the way to December.
What was it?
How are you doing? Good. How you doing, Dad?
I'm doing okay.
Doing okay. So yeah, everything's all packed up. It's a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. Dad he did the puzzle there, figuring all that out. I didn't, I think I went to bed like around midnight, finally finished packing. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm also excited. It's like the adrenaline of the con that's keeping me going. It'll be good. It'll be good.
I agree.
I'm having a good feeling.
So just for a little bit of insight, Athena packs for her cons the night before, making sure everything is ready to head out the following morning. We stopped for bathrooms and gas one time, but eventually we made our way to the hotel.
Hard to see this one. Hopefully this one. How are you feeling on the drive right now?
I'm feeling pretty good.
The drive in total was just about 6 hours. We got a quick bite to eat at Sawmill, pretty good place in my opinion, and we got some snacks for the weekend from our old reliable Walmart.
Hello.
Alright, Athena, where are we right now?
We're just chilling in the hotel. We got some good food and chilled downstairs. Now we're here and I'm ready for bed and ready to shower and get some good sleep. So tomorrow we'll set up. As for sales goals, I would prefer tomorrow to be that where I can pay off my booth and then at least kind of dip into the hotel as well, like the expense of the hotel. And then Saturday's goals, hopefully at least the first half of the day I can pay for the hotel so that half of Saturday and all of Sunday will be profit. That's the goal. It's ambitious, but I think I can do it. Especially with all the ears and horns that I've been making, so cross our fingers, it'll be good.
You know another goal I have for the
What?
whole week, for today is?
What?
Let's see if I can get in here. God, not my ugly face. There we go. Hi. It's to get sleep.
Sleep.
It's the rest.
I know, I keep like brain, yeah, but it should be good. It should be good. They're expecting more people this year than last year, so it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So for today, I'm doing like a really chill cosplay because we're like setting up. So I'm B from Cyberpunk. I'll be putting like cyberware all over my face. I have a leather jacket over there, and yeah.
So we got V right there. And then I got my David jacket. Figured I'd match.
Yeah, I swear, I look a lot cooler when I have makeup on.
So we got V.
Yep, stairs, get some breakfast, and then after coffee and breakfast, gonna go check in, and then check out my booth.
So tell me, why do you guys save your receipts?
So we save all the receipts for like tax reasons. So since I'm a business and we're operating technically business hours, because for a show, you can actually save all the food receipts and use that as a tax deduction because it's used underneath the business and business hours. So yeah, I gotta keep track and collect all of them. My little collection of receipts.
Do you want me to keep that in there?
We checked in and grabbed our badges. The neat thing about Albuquerque Comic Con is that all large vendors loaded in the day before. The smaller artists in Artist Alley loaded in on the Friday of, and the event in general didn't start till around 3 p.m., which was actually saved for sensory sensitive people. To top off the madness, one of the elevators in the hotel wasn't working, which led to a lot of frustration and waiting around in lines. That's something else. Load ins and outs at con in general can be very time consuming. With everyone trying to leave at once, it can get congested. Shortly thereafter, the actual convention opened its doors to the guests, and instantly Athena was on. And that's one thing I really wanted to highlight. Once the con gets going, vendors are on non-stop, talking to people and getting to know everyone that walks up to their booth. And they do it the whole day. With the show finally getting started, I walked around and talked with some of the other vendors in Artist Alley.
My name is Jessica, but everyone calls me Freaky Fandom because of my Instagram. And I'm a pet sitter, dog walker, and basic trainer, and I sell these stuff on the side, knitting and crocheting. So I crochet a lot of these little Pokemon plushies, this giant cat right here. That took me a week to make. I also, me and my moms have been making these acrylic pour paintings based off of everyone's favorite characters and Pokemons. We even have like little cheaper stuff like these little squishies and little cat toys.
Oh, those are cat toys.
Yeah, they're little cat toys.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they didn't sell well last time, so those are only going to be for $1. And if they don't sell, I got a client that'll basically take them because she fosters kittens. Well, even though I do a lot of stuff for my normal job, sometimes I just need a little bit more money because it doesn't pay off a lot of things. So all my friends and my family love to crochet stuff that I made, so they were like, hey, why don't you make a business out of it? So I did.
My name is Jadine Loya, also known as JE. That's just my internet name. So my booth is pretty much about just making fan art. I really like drawing. I would draw original art, but I really like just drawing like fan art because I'm just really into franchises, and I don't know, you don't really have a lot of places where you can buy stuff that's handmade. So I wanted to do that and just, spread that joy with people,
How long did it take for you to set up your booth today?
It took me about an hour 15 minutes. So that's actually a new record. It usually takes me about 2 hours to set up. So I actually started as of this weekend 3 years ago. So this will be my third year. Yeah. I haven't been doing many events. It's kind of hard to book, especially when you're in a not so congested area or congested state. So I'm slowly building my way up. So this will be my first con of the year, and then I have 4 more soon in the year, hopefully.
But as many of you know, art comes in many forms. We actually ran into this man, George Moakley, in the parking lot, who also happens to be from Arizona, and he's sharing his book with me.
It's a pleasure. I'm George Moakley. I'm the author of Kraken of Eden. It's the first book in my Deep Space Exodus series. It is hard sci-fi, but it is also sci-fi action horror. Think Alien meets The Martian. My background's evolutionary biology, and I wanted a world rich, diverse, plausible alien life. What would it really be like to walk through an alien jungle or swim in an alien sea? But there is something in the shadows. This is Herbie. He's housebroken. They're cute when they're small, but then they get bigger. And the science team is desperately trying to figure out the life cycle of the monster so they know how to deal with it. So I'm writing just finished the 3rd book in the series, Return from Eden. Tides of Eden is the 2nd. And Tides of Eden takes place 15 years after Kraken. There'll be 3 more titles coming out after that. I'm working on Depths of Eden now, which takes place in the deep sea trench in a marine resource station. So it's been a lot of fun.
When you first thought of the idea of this book, what was like the journey into writing, to finding a publisher? Kind of like tell me what that was like.
We were in the middle of COVID, and I am a stickler for detail. Again, I love monster stories, but with my background, my science background, I am constantly just clicking off all the reasons this could never happen. It drives me crazy. So I started this with a thought experiment of one of the biggest problems in any kind of alien monster story is, how is that thing digesting something from Earth? Biochemically, it shouldn't work. So I started thinking about under what evolutionary circumstances you might evolve a predator that could. And there is something unique and fairly obvious in hindsight about the biology of this planet that would explain why it would have that kind of ability. So that got me thinking about the overall ecosystem. And as I started fleshing out the ecosystem, I started thinking about exploring the ecosystem, and the next thing you know, I'm writing a novel. I tried self-publishing, and that had a reasonable response. And then I found Paperclip Publishing, which is an Arizona-based publishing house. Sent them a manuscript. They sent it to 2 readers, one who loves sci-fi and one who hates it, and they both loved the book. Which that's been an interesting thing for me, is how many people who don't like sci-fi still like the story. It's a good story. And well, that's how we got to where we are now.
Time to check back in with Athena.
How was your journey?
Very good.
Think about it? Okay, thank you.
All right, Athena, how's business going for you guys today?
It's going pretty good. Yeah, going good. I've sold 1 set of ears so far and some 3D prints. So it's going pretty good right now. On Friday, it typically is pretty slow because people are just making their first rounds or kind of trickling in. But I would say it's going really good. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Nice.
I also decided to talk with our booth neighbor.
My name's Jonathan Hallett, and that's usually what I go by, with Stitch Tube. I got some training when I was in my teenage years with a Disney story artist named Dan Fawcett. He was my neighbor for a couple years and trained me in storyboarding and characters and things like that. And then I got my degree in graphic design, illustration, and animation. I've been an animation producer, a storyboard artist for decades now. My biggest film I worked on was Hereditary at A24. I just got hired to work on the new Fablehaven movie for Angel Studios. And then I've also done work on the High School Musical series, the Andy Mack Show, a ton of other stuff. I got a new show for them, probably going to start in March. And then I do a ton of commercials. I just did a piece for Ford Mustang, and done stuff for Lexus, and Lambo, and things like that. So And I just always loved Stitch, and I started drawing these about 10 years ago for my kids, just something cute just to draw for my kids. And,
Like your jacket, bro.
Yeah, and it turned into a huge thing. So,
How long did it take for you to set up? Or how long usually would you say it takes you to set everything up?
A good hour. Just, maybe a little bit longer. I had to put like new orders into the shelf, into the things. So just to replace the things. I have about 700 prints here in front of me in all the categories, and they're all categorized by, we've got Disney, General, Princesses, Rides, Villains, Bluey, How to Train Your Dragon, Ninja Turtles, Lagoon, Star Trek, Invincible. That's just that one there, and then it just goes on and on. And then it goes all the way over here. So.
So while the con opened up around 3 p.m., we didn't really leave till about 8:30. And that's just day one.